Have to try again. You can see it sinking. Immediately. You're going nowhere. You're gonna need that electric fuel pump, I think.
I think so.
There you go, that's how much you got.
Nice. That's my first one.
That's your first one. Guys, look at the tires down in the mud. It's just how soft it is. Now, brown cow. Yeah. Yeah. The day is here. We are working on the mystery project. Got a special guest, my brother-in-law, Skylar, and this mystery project that we're working on is, well, it's for you, right?
All for me.
Your property?
Yeah.
So Skylar's got a beautiful place here. He's got 10 acres, and you're looking at part of it behind us, and you're looking at the part that we're sitting on that becomes, well, inaccessible during high rains that we have here in Florida, only for a short period, where we get a lot of volume in, and, well, we'll let Skylar show us some of that here in a minute. But what we're sitting on here, guys, I don't know if some of you guessed this yet, because remember our clues were we had wood, we had block, and we had this ugly old trailer frame. Well, this is a former camper RV travel trailer. Really don't know fully. We know it wasn't an RV because it didn't have a motor on it, but some type of travel trailer. And we basically bought this, guys, at the price per pound of steel. And what are we doing with it? Well, we're gonna make a bridge. We're gonna make a bridge. All right, because that's, look, when we were little kids, we built bridges, right?
Yeah, any way you could.
You dug the little dirt tunnel. Remember, you push your car under it? Yeah. So now we just have bigger toys.
That's right.
And I get to win brother-in-law of the month because, well, I'm the only one helping you.
That's right. That's right.
and I like him for it because he lets me come over here and tear up his place. That's awesome.
And I get things done. So yeah.
And Mama's
I don't
happy
mind it at all.
Mama's happy.
Oh yeah, she's real happy.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Okay.
So this is I haven't fully measured this, but this is about an 8-inch steel beam, high beam. I mean, what do you think? For the most part, you're bringing a mower across here, 4-wheelers.
Yeah.
Tractor one day, right?
Trucks. Yeah. Oh yeah, tractor eventually.
Yeah.
But a mini skid steer.
Yeah. Yeah. Who has one? Who has one of those?
Yeah, some guy to come do some more work out here.
Yeah.
We can't really get out here, especially when it rains. I mean, rainy season lasts for what, 6 months sometimes.
Yeah.
And with the last few years, the water table gets higher and higher, and the water doesn't like to go away. I'm sure you've seen that at your place.
Yeah, well, that's right. You've seen some of my videos at my house. We're only, what, not even 10 minutes apart.
I mean, probably a mile away.
Yeah, by the way the crow flies, it's less than that. Yeah.
So, but over here, we kind of drain a different way. We don't drain to his lake. We drain out to some land out behind our pasture. And but everyone here connects their ditches all together, and so when it rains, all the water ends up here in our
Let's
pond.
show them here. Yeah, let's show them what you're talking about here.
Yeah, so all these houses here, we've got about 7 houses on this street, and all of us have connected ditches. So we've got our ditch here that goes to their property connects, and then there's actually another property back here that all kind of runs through. As it runs through, we have a pond over here, and this pond, believe it or not, will fill up, overflow, and right after the hurricanes, it went almost up to our house over there.
Wow. You might have whitecaps going on last night.
Glad we didn't buy that property.
Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Now we know that people who holy mackerel! No, I mean not holy cow. Holy.
Now I keyed in on something you said earlier that got me kind of excited.
Yeah, what's that?
You used the words future projects.
Oh yes, lots of those. Lots of those.
Yeah. So, well, and look, this is so. We're guys. We're not engineers,
well,
and if they're, but we play one on TV, and we stayed at a Holiday Inn last night.
That's right.
Well, but we are wanting to make this strong enough so that at least our trucks can come across it, and a trailer, something like that, because I mean, let's face it, if you do future projects, I mean, there's a lot we can do with our four-wheelers and a little trailer.
For sure.
But from time to time, we may need to be able to drive a truck across this so that we can get materials to wherever those future projects are gonna be on on this back acreage.
Right.
So we've done some measurements, and more or less those I-beams run right under the wheelbase of our two vehicles. We both have F-150s, but I mean, if you had a Silverado or a Tundra or...
Probably wouldn't get across anyway.
Yep, that's Chevy. Silverados. Hey, don't click off if you're a Chevy guy, all right? Come on, you would say the same about us. So stay tuned, this is gonna be fun, guys. We're gonna be digging this down a little bit. Now, I'll let you know right now, you're gonna see this in this video. You dig just a little bit, we have a very high water table, and you start to hit swamp. And so we have to walk the line with how low we're gonna dig to stay on top of good dry soil, not in the organics, where we can get a good footer in. And then we're gonna use those concrete blocks with some rebar, and those are gonna be our piers, and we're gonna set that trailer you see on top of those piers, and that's gonna be our foundation. And then from there, we're gonna dress it up, we're gonna put wood on it.
Make it look pretty.
We're gonna make it look pretty. I don't wanna say too much because y'all need to stick around and watch the series. So let's get started. Well, digging uphill is not easy. I don't know.
Maybe coming in from the side?
Might have to come in the side, yeah. Good idea.
That's why I'm here.
Man, need a mini X. There you go.
Something off the top.
Trying just to get it to cut in. Well, that's not good. That definitely sounded like it was running out of gas, you're right. That should not be the case though, unfortunately. Unless it just doesn't like this angle, but hadn't done that before. No, it's all mechanical pump, and they're kind of known for that.
Not gravity?
Right. Yeah, not gravity. They're kind of known for that mechanical pump to act up. So then people will put an electric pump on it. I just haven't done it yet because I've been waiting for it to reveal itself. It just won't. I can't get traction to cut in. Okay guys, we're not quite giving up on this yet, but welcome to Florida. That's right there, some wet, nasty muck that we deal with, and I don't know, it probably just doesn't have enough tail, but I can't, and I don't have a good cutting blade to get into the hillside to start cutting away. And you guys are probably gonna say it's operator error, and you're probably at least partially right. But if I can't get traction, I don't know that the best operator, all right, well you guys will just tell me wrong in the comments. Tell me why I'm wrong, but we're gonna try a little bit different angle, and if that doesn't work, then we're gonna go to something a little bit bigger. But hey,
no cheating.
Yep, no cheating. But I got somebody to keep me honest. But if you're a hater of these things, this is for you too. Have to try again. You can see it sinking.
Oh, immediately.
I'm on the bottom back here.
You're going nowhere.
It is so wet.
I was really bummed at this point because you can see I'm getting some progress. Oh, it is so slow. Of course, you guys are watching this in real time, but I was finally just starting to cut into the hillside a little bit. Gosh, it is so soupy. You'll see how much the tractor tears it up, but you can see the machine is also stalling out, and as I continue to play with it here, I'm actually having to work the choke in and out to keep this thing running. And guys, it just got to that point where we got to call it what it is. We got to get it out of here. We got to be productive. We got to get this project moving. So, super bummed, but we're not done with this thing. It just tells me I need to get this electric fuel pump. If you're familiar with these machines, you know that this is something talked about a lot on these forums. So that's going to be in the future for this. I also want to say I have not had this issue yet. It's only been when it was off camber on this hillside, just running on flat ground, which for anybody not in Florida might be a problem, and maybe why it's taken so long for me to realize that I'm actually going to need this fuel pump. So let's get busy. Let's get the tractor. Let's get some work done.
Casualty.
The magnet's not working too well there. Tell your wife not to panic. right, I'll spin it around for you. Hey guys, look, got my nephew Brooks here. Hey guys, look at the ruts caused by that big tractor. It just gives you an idea how wet this soil is and why we're building this bridge that we are. And you see the skid steer in the background, it was struggling in that mud. Look, here's the reality. If the tractor's cutting it, the skid steer wasn't. But the skid steer it's just, I know different places around the country, y'all got different types of mud and all that, but down here, that muck, that black deep muck, it is slick. You will lose your shoes in it, you will never get them back. So my brother-in-law is now gonna take a stab on the tractor. Give him a break now. This is his first time ever on a tractor, so let's see what he does. It'll be fun. I
gotta rev it up a little bit.
There you go, that's how much you got.
Nice. My first one.
That's your first one.
Many more to come. All right.
All right, so straight back. And then when you do it on the next one, I'm gonna help you get your bucket flat for cutting. Ooh, look at Daddy. Look at Daddy. Twuck? It is like a twuck. Look how good that one is. All right, don't run over the hill. I dump it right there. All right, you want to pull it out and we'll start to evaluate?
Yeah. So as we were cutting into this hillside for our footers, I'm sure as you saw, the hips of this tractor were swinging a little bit here in this muck. Everything, like he said earlier, it's real swampy out here. We're nice and wet. It's good soil, but it's a little too wet to be using, to be building on. But as we were digging kind of out here into the higher land, we got some nice good sand up here that we can hardly get through. It's nice and packed down already. That's a great little base for us to kind of move forward and build our footers on.
The little guy in the dump truck, that's my 4-year-old son. He's coming in, he's making a good time of that sand hill. Boy, you can't keep the kids out of it. But I love that. I love that. Just good old-fashioned fun. You know, the way we all grew up. Oh, the supervisor's back. Hurry up, Skylar. Tighten up. We got to do a good job here. This gentleman in the background here is actually one of Skylar's neighbors, Mark. It's his tractor, so both of us were getting first-time seat time on that tractor. But Mark's a super awesome guy and happy to jump in and help. Mark had a chuckle with us filming because he'd not even heard of YouTube before. I mean, yes, in 2025, there are still those people. But Mark, if you've joined YouTube and you've subscribed, brother, I appreciate you.
We got to do that. That last one is always the hardest to get, so we're going to check it one more time. Good. All right, 262.5. Good, good. 262 and 5/8.
Pretty close.
Can you live with an 1/8 inch?
Out here we can.
Live with an 1/8 inch out here. Yeah, so for all you guys that are gonna worry about that 1/8 of an inch, it'll be just fine. We've given ourselves a margin of error because those are 24-inch pads. Our blocks are 16-inch squares when we stack them. So we'll have an opportunity to actually get those set again once our forms are poured with concrete and leveled. So that'll actually be easier to work with than what we are right now. You didn't see us use a plate compactor here. Skylar, can you jump on that dirt? Guys, this is not hard pan, but this is rock hard. I have very little concern about settling. In fact, we were having a hard time jumping on the forms, even getting an 1/8 of an inch to compress. Every time we had to lower a form, we had to take it out and we had to dig it out because just simply jumping on the form, 200 pounds, would not push it down. So when I tell you that is hard, that is hard. So no, we did not use a plate compactor. All right, stay tuned. We're gonna pour concrete next. All right, we don't have any electricity or power out here where we're pouring the concrete. I have a generator, that will probably come later. We just didn't bring it today, so that's all right. The four-wheeler to the rescue, the little gorilla cart to the rescue. I think this is gonna work just fine. All right, let's get this thing poured and leveled.
Yep. Oh man, I'm gonna kind of shake it.
Mm-hmm. I can hold it if you want to get the shovel.
Can you?
Let me get this other shovel. Yeah. I'll let you keep doing that. Even.
Probably close. I think it'll be all right. You know, on the backside of that shed, it's not the same house. And the amount of.
So we'll be able to, we'll be able to do this multiple times, but this is going to be actually perfect.
The boathouse, huh?
Yeah. That's pretty good right there, dude.
That's great.
Guys, take a look at this sunset. There is zero color correction in this. You are seeing the sunset exactly as I filmed it. We thought we saw some rain clouds in the distance. There were still some on the radar. So we wanted to make sure we gave it a chance. We got lucky. It never rained, but wow, look at this sunset. But pop quiz for you guys. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor take warning. Who said that first? There's no prize. The prize is the answer. Comment below.
All right, guys, a full day's work. You can see the sunset. It's beautiful. It is going down.
She's pretty.
She's real pretty. But the camera stuff, the video, trying the video to get you guys the good shots, really, it's all your fault. It slows us down, guys. You slow us down. Now hopefully you appreciate this, and this has actually been a lot of fun to do a project with my brother-in-law, but it's just phase one. So where we finished is we got our concrete footers formed up, right?
Yep.
We drove in some rebar.
Yep.
So that rebar is sticking up so that when we set our concrete block piers, that we'll have something to tie off to and we'll anchor into. And we're leveled. And really, we had some threat of rain. It's probably going to be in this video somewhere passing through the sky. It's obviously not behind us anymore. But just to be safe, we went ahead and stuck some plastic over top of these forms, but they're already in the ground about 20 minutes. I think we're going to be just fine. So the next video, we'll be breaking the forms off. We'll be starting to put block up, right?
Blocks down and getting those nice and sturdy.
Sturdy, leveled up, piered up. Yeah. So, all right. So I have to tell on our. All right. All right. Sorry.
Super honesty moment here.
Yeah. The lighting's probably getting bad, so that's why I'm leaning into you. The lighting's
closer as the video goes on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a dramatic effect. We had to tell on ourselves.
Yeah. Gotta be honest.
We were being so careful to not bump our forms once they were set. Now, some of you are going, oh, you could have drove stakes down and screwed them off, and then they would have been. And you're right. They're right. They're right.
Sure.
We didn't do that.
But you're not here doing it for us. We're here doing it ourselves. Okay.
So we were super careful on the first three,
tiptoeing,
and not so careful on the last one, which ironically was the first one we started with, and that was set
just right.
Perfect. But we got it massaged back into acceptable. Plumb.
Gotta get a little closer.
Yeah. Drama. We're gonna be just fine. Look, here's the reality of it. We know there's plenty of ways that if we're off, there's plenty of ways that we can make that up. Put a little bit more mortar underneath the first row of blocks. At the top, if we're a 1/4 inch short, we'll run a form around it, top it off with a little extra concrete. We'll be fine. In the end, this is just a great place to start. So I'm excited about it. Thanks for watching. This is part one. Stay tuned for part two. If you're just finding this video a year from now, look down in the description. I'll have a link to the playlist for this and run the whole series. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. And anything else?
Tune in next.
See you guys.